Malaysian Vape Reviews. Hey guys, I'm Joe from Malaysian Vape Reviews, and today, Geora. I'm so excited, I'm sorry about that excitement. Well, this mod was given to me by the modder himself for the purpose of doing the review. Thank you, dude. As you guys have seen the interview with the modder, that he put a lot of time on building this beautiful piece of mod. He's got a day job and he's building the mod at night. So in my humble opinion, I think that is overworked. I wouldn't do that if it was me, because I love to sit down, do nothing. So I'm gonna put out the specification for you guys on the screen itself. Little disclaimer, this is a pre-production unit. It is not the final unit yet, and as you guys can see, I've got two woods over here just to show you guys in the close-up on the final production unit and also the pre-production unit. Without further ado, let's dive down to the close-ups, see all the good stuffs that this mod has got to offer us. So, as always, this is the box that the Geora comes in with, but then again, this is not the final productions box. This is just a temporary box, but it's a picture of how it's gonna come in. It's quite a nice box, and inside, when you open it, it's got the green soft thingy going on. Oh, spongy. That's about the box. And here is an accessory that the modder gave to me, and the modder told me that this one is made by his friend in Romania, somewhere around there. I could be wrong, I'm sorry, I'll get back to you on that. The Geora nicely, just like that. And here you can put your atomizers, so it's quite a nice touch. And this is the Geora Box Mod itself. It is a stabilized wood version, and this unit, so brown colored with some lines on it. Look at how nice that is. I love how it feels. It's got that brushed feel to it. And as you guys can see at the top, it's got that curved edges. Whilst at the bottom, it's kind of like square. Zoop zoop. Here's the plate placement. It is very flush with the body itself. Here's the top plate. I've put in some atomizers on here. It fits no problem at all. And this brass top cap, it is completely flush with the plate itself, as you guys can see. And also this brass top cap, it is 23 mil in diameter. And also this plate is secured by 2 Allen screws. The Allen screws is quite small. Okay, so the button placement. This is a fire button, of course. In my humble opinion, I think it's a very nice design, where he put the screen in between the up and down button. Because whenever I want to change the wattage on this one, it's like I'm holding a PlayStation controller. Yeah, you get what I mean? There you go, woo, something like that. And of course, here is the bottom battery cover. It's very easy to take it out. Just 2 twists. It's really quite easy to put it on, to get it off. And the 510 pin on this one is spring loaded. And when you open the battery cover, you'll see a brass tube that is press fitted into the wood to make that solid connection. So here's the main fire button. I believe it is custom made, and the diameter on this one is 13 millimeters. And here's the close-up look of the bottom battery cover. There are 2 vent holes on this one, and the brass screw for you to adjust your battery rattle. And as you guys can see, this is really thin. I've measured it, and it's about 2 millimeters. And this kind of design makes it really easy for the user. You don't have to twist it like 10 times to get it to be snugged. And here's the close-up look of the G-Box's front plate. And as you guys can see, at the top, it is dominated by the big Geora Box's logo. That is a G. and there's quite a few hyphen up there. That's the first clicky button, and here's the screen, and please do forgive the dusty screen because I do work on a dusty area. And that's the down clicky button, and at the bottom, as you guys can see, that is another Geora wording. The top plate is secured by 2 Allen screws, a very small one actually, and here's the other one. So as I've mentioned earlier in the video, that the unit that I'm reviewing is a pre-production unit. So this is a comparison between the pre-production unit's wood and the final production unit. Now this is the inside of the pre-production unit, and as you guys can see that the lip, not that much, it's quite hollow inside as well, and differs a lot from the final production unit. The lip is more visible, and the modder told me the reason why he changed a little bit on the design of the wood is the top plate to be more secured and for the wirings to be more in order. I like this design more than the pre-production unit, because as you guys can see, it's quite hollow and the lip is quite narrow. And inside the tube, you'll see that brass pin on top, just below that 510 connection, to make that solid connection with your battery and your atomizer. So that is the in-depth look of the Geora Box Mod. Let's go to FaceTime again and see how it vapes. Ooh, that's real nice. The finish on this wood is amazing. So I'm back, and what do I think about the mod? I think it is crafted with a lot of passion. I took this mod from him about yesterday night, and when I arrived at his place, he was still building another mod and also trying to communicate with his friends, with his customers. It's hard for me to put myself in his position, because I think if I were to be in his position, I'd blow up or crack down. Something like that. But then the verdict again. So a little bit of pros and cons. Let's start with the cons first. It's not really a con, it's more of a subjective thought. This is built with almost 70% of wood. This is quite a delicate piece. Like you're using an old phone or the new iPhone 6 Plus. If you were to drop your old phone to the ground, you can pick it up and call a friend again. Hello bro, it's me again. But if you were to drop your iPhone 6 on the ground, you're shit out of luck. So on this mod, it is built with 70% of wood. If I were to drop this mod on the ground, a really strong impact, it's gonna break. So con I was talking about, you wouldn't want to drop this. For me, I'm just gonna vape it in my office or at home. Anyways, the pros, there are plenty of pros on this one, in my humble opinion. First of all, the ergonomics. You can hold it with your right hand, and it fits perfectly I mean, for my Asian hands, that is. And when you switch it to your left hand, it still feels good to hold in the hands. So that's a big pro to me. Secondly, the finish on this one. It is not a brushed finish. It is not exactly a shined finish as well. If you guys are holding this mod in your hand, it is not that slippery. Thirdly, it is not a C-frame kind of mod. Honestly, I don't have anything against C-frame, but I think he is very courageous to come out with a design like this. Okay, let's talk supply and demand. A lot of people, they love that C-frame kind of look. As for me, I do too. I love that C-frame kind of look. So if you make a mod that's got that accent, that C-frame accent, it's gonna sell. People are gonna like it because that look is surprisingly good. But what he decided to win with, something outside of the box, kind of like the Geppetto. It is not a C-frame, but it is different and it is beautiful. So he decided to win with this kind of design, and I think it looks good. So that is a strong pro in my opinion. Number 4, he is using the stabilized wood. So stabilized wood, it wouldn't shrink in time, not like any other normal wood that would shrink in time. And he did a lot of methods on this wood that won't make the color fade away. Now that's a good thing. Battery life. This mod is using a 26650. Battery life you're getting with this, I've been vaping it since last night, and now I think it's almost a day plus, and it's still full. The 510 connection, It is spring loaded, so you don't have to make any changes. If you want to put your atomizer, although it is spring loaded, it is quite solid. The spring is quite strong, so when you put your atomizer on, I noticed that the ohm is not jumping. Because if it's loose, the ohm is gonna jump like hell. Oh yeah, a little bit of a reminder. The top plate was secured by only 2 Allen screws. So if you want to take your top cap of a jipper out, you need to hold the plate with your finger and take it out. Just a safety precaution. You are dealing with wood. You are not dealing with stainless steel. So that's a big difference. This is a delicate piece, guys. You gotta take care of it. Gotta love it. The bottom battery cover, because it is really thin, you're gonna need to twist it like 2 times with your fingers. You don't have to twist it like twisting, something like that. That's a big plus in my books. In my humble opinion, he put a lot of thought in building this mod. So, do I like it? I would say that is the most stupidest question I could ask myself. I don't like it. I love it. I think it's sublimely good, and it's amazingly good looking to my eyes, that is. Feels good in the hands. Everything just seems to work really well. So where are you gonna get it? How much is it gonna cost you? In Malaysia, this mod, Geora Box Mod, is gonna cost you Ringgit Malaysia 1,550. And for those outside of Malaysia, it's gonna cost you 550 US dollars. And I'll put a link in the description below that'll lead you guys straight to the modder, and a link to the group as well. Kudos to the modder. I think he has done an amazingly good job on building this beautiful device. And me, myself, as a Malaysian, I'm very proud as well, because I'm a patriot. But then again, there's one thing that I'm really scared about. I'm afraid someone will want to steal this mod from me. But who knows? But I've learned jiu-jitsu, and I know taekwondo. No problem for me. Duh. So, thank you guys for... what the hell is this? So, sorry guys about that disturbance. I don't know where that came from. Thank you so much for watching. And I sorry. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.